知道了。来捉你们了！外面的水伺机而动，阴审判的时刻到了，心炎拔剑。阴阳化生，手心烫伤，清浊自然。心炎拔剑。现在是 piano 时间，不许你伤害希儿的朋友，和我一起战斗吧！是，伺机而动，五行相生，分时化育，无策。小心烫伤！决战的时刻到了。刚开始去吧，希尔，去守护我们的约定。利剑，焚剑。安息吧。轮到我了，审判的时刻到了。那么
It's goodbye, 1904.
1904。
A year flew by. The autumn went and came. The most merciless and merciful quality of a law is that it repeats itself without change. As for the human she was looking for, all she saw was a cold tombstone. Aside from a full name, there was not even an epitaph on it. The only thing that soothed her was a white bouquet on the grave. It was clearly not from Great Serpent. She wanted to write something for her on the steel. But no matter how hard she tried, she could not articulate her emotions. She finally realized they had only known each other for a little more than 3 days. It's been 3 hours. Maybe you should say something? It's windy here, and my umbrella isn't as durable as you imagine. It mostly serves to accentuate my disposition. Is this the person you found for me? She did not elaborate, but anyone could tell whom she was unhappy with. I tried my best. She died before you proposed that trade. That's why it took me so long. It's easy to find someone, because to live is to earn. But graves are different, as it concludes everything. This is not concluded. I get it. That child, right? She isn't buried here. Relax. I always see my job through. I've inquired about her whereabouts. It's said that on the day she was born, her mother cried alone the entire afternoon, seemingly grieving for many people.
她很看重承诺。
She values promises. Good, you finally spoke. So, do you want that child to appear before us or disappear into the crowds? If it's the former, I can do you another favor.
她还活着？
She's alive? You don't believe me. Is it that surprising?
这
What about her resistance? Is it like her
她的抗
mother's?
性怎么样？像她妈妈吗？
No, she's not special. I'm afraid she died the moment she memorizes your face, not alone spending 3 hours with you under an umbrella. Feeling sorry, aren't you? For her, having connections with you isn't a gift, but a curse. Aren't you wisecracking too much today? Hey, I thought we were old friends. Or do you prefer those gray serpents with newer numbers? You must think a mother on life-sustaining medicine in harsh Siberia is unlikely to give birth successfully. It's a pity that the surviving child is painfully average. I managed to collect a sample of her metabolism. Even an experimental dose of Honkai energy will leave her with lifelong disability, unless... Forget it, it's not worth mentioning.
你怎么知道？
How do you know? Do you actually think an average person can become a herdscher? She fell into a long silence again. When she parted her lips, her tone changed subtly. Gray Serpent, do you know how many lives I have transcribed to this day?
我已经转录了多少人生了？有我给出并收回的圣痕。
Do you know how many stigmata I have given and taken back? That number is nothing compared to Project Stigma. You're wrong. I'm not bragging about my accomplishments.
对于结束的故事，
I'm obliged to preserve the stories that have ended, even if there's no future in doing
但在
this.
记录了那么多人
But
生
after
之后，
recording so many
我
lives,
只发现了
I
一
only
件事：
discovered one
理
thing.
念，
Ideas
它
shape
总是以悄
reality
无声息地
quietly,
塑造现实，
and it's seldom the other way
就很
around.
难有相反的情况出现。圣痕能够轻而
A
易举地
stigma
改
can
变一个
easily
人类，
change a human, but I've
但人类
never
改变圣
seen
痕
a
的例子，
human change a
我
stigma.
却从未见过。
You think that person did it?
我无法确认，
I can confirm. In
眼
fact,
下的情
I
况，
can't even transcribe
我
her
甚至已经
fully.
无法再做到将它转录，保留所有。但既然你说那个
But
孩子
since
与
you
普通
said
人
the
相差
child
无
is
几，
perfectly average,
回首，
Gray Serpent, I'm afraid I
恐怕
was
我的
wrong.
确错了，
Too wrong.
而且已经错了太多。
That depends. The man shrugged, unclear if it was out of duplicity or nonchalance.
我也没准备说服你，
I don't intend to persuade you, so...
回首，
Gray Serpent,
在圣
what
痕
will
计划
happen
真
to
正完
me
成
when
之后，
Project Stigma is really
我会怎么样？
completed?
希尔会和大家一起战斗的。外面的世界很危险，希尔会小心的。再找那个希尔去哪？拜托了，另一个我真拿你没办法。小心烫伤。五行相生。 此烈火，斩无不断。现在是皮亚娜时间，不许你伤害西亚，跟我一起战斗吧！是。伺机而动。伺机而动。阴阳化生，小心烫伤。审判的时刻到了。心炎，拔剑。希儿知道了。希儿知道了。希儿知道了。来捉你们了！来捉你们了！希儿知道了。躲在哪儿呢？快出来玩吧！来捉你们了！希儿知道了。希儿知道了。希儿知道了。希儿知道了。来捉你们了！来捉你们了！来捉你们了！希儿知道了。来捉你们了！来捉你们了！希儿知道了。希儿知道了。外面的世界很危险，去守护我们的约定。决战的时刻到了！复活，导刃！不许你伤害西亚，跟我一起战斗吧！是。小心烫伤！审判的时刻到了！以此烈火，斩无不断。不幸的是，五行相生，分时化育。来玩捉迷藏吧。不幸的是，云上云下，人上之光。小心烫伤！决战的时刻到了！以此烈火，斩无不断。不许你伤害西亚的朋友！拜托了，另一个我。蝰蛇，在上痕计划真正完成
Great
之后。
Serpent, what will happen to me when Project Stigma is really complete?
所谓的
First
第
of
16
all,
版
the
圣痕计
16th
划
version
未必
of
会实
Project
现。
Stigma may not be
我的某位
implemented.
同僚
As a
仍在
colleague
探
of
索
mine
实
is
现
still
第一
trying
版
to
的
implement the original
当然
version.
如果你选
Of
择加
course,
入，
should you
他
choose
不
to
会知晓
join,
有另一种
she
方
would
向
know
也在
another
考虑进行。
direction has been
说
taken.
到底，
All in all,
我
I
并
don't
不
want
希
her to
望
get
他
herself
冲到你
killed
面
by
前自
running
行
up to
送
you.
死。
这是你们的自由。
You have the
那很
freedom.
好，
That's good to hear. By the way, your code name in the organization was given by the same colleague. Hair. I suppose it's coincidental. She doesn't know how you've been through, yet she wished for your rebirth. The woman frowned, making it clear she did not appreciate the name. I won't hinder your system, but I will only use the name Mistlan. And you haven't answered my first question. The answer is what she wished for you. After all, your birth is an accident. What exists here is an imaginary concept, not a real stigma life. When Project Stigma is officially activated, as part of verification, you'll be given the chance to transcribe yourself, die completely, and be reborn. Unlike the commands to be executed on other objects, the result of transcribing yourself, she will have the same form and similar abilities as you, but she will not be you. The curse haunting you will naturally cease to exist. She will know your past, but for her, it will be a forgettable song in the wind. Rebirth, huh? She remembered the dried specimen she saw when choosing a name. Hair is apparently a better name for her. Of course, it'd be fine if she likes Mistlan as much. For the current me, knowing I have a chance to really die is enough. And before that, World Serpent has more than enough places to confine people, and is fully capable of killing off the Honkai beasts you spawn. Actually, you see, I'm still the old 1904. After being in contact with you for some time, has a World Serpent slowly learned how to avoid your influence? But the past hasn't really passed away for me. That I understand. If you call yourself Shariak, you never write off your past sins just because you found a way to rectify them. Let's get back to the organization. On rare occasions, World Serpent will delegate field work to you, only if you volunteer. Such as the first job you're about to do. You can't wait another minute? Of course, because it's not any job. World Serpent needs someone to go to the mouth of the Yukon River promptly and to inspect a similar existence. A similar existence? To whom? You. You've always been active in Siberia, so you may not know much about the Honkai outside. But there is an abnormally stubborn being among the Hershers who resembles you. I'm not interested. Hear me out first. It's not too late to reject after. In reality, because there was an exemplar like him in the past, we immediately tried to recruit you when we discovered you. Was he also a heartless killer? An abhorrent monster? Not at all. In contrast, he was widely admired, and even became a form of spiritual legacy. See, you should hear me out before you refuse. How dare he, don't you think? Cut the chase. Who are you talking about? He's the same as you. He has a human name. But most of the time, people call him A.E. Sovereign, Hersher of Reason. The past ended abruptly. Yet the person watching all this, it was an unexpected halt. Looking around, this was still the place where she had unraveled her mind. As someone long familiar with this part of the story, she knew that there were still some codes and interludes before the true end of the story. The memory space has been broken from within because of the Herrscher of the Void? No, it's not. Like a response to her words, the Herrscher core forcibly fused by the power of Project Sigma flashed a ray of crimson light. Yet, I see. This is truly a bold attempt. She raised her head, and where her eyes stopped, the fracture in the imaginary space slowly extended. Gossip about World Serpent. I didn't know you were into this. Oh well, I have nothing better to do. Who do you want to gossip about? Gossip about Red Lightning Dragon. Where did you hear that name? I thought it was classified information. I only glimpsed it on a document left in World Serpent's conference room when passing by. I don't know the details, but the report said that Red Lightning Dragon might be the most promising qualifier World Serpent ever had. That intrigued me. If I hadn't retired, I'd love to see that person with my own eyes. The codename sounds a little silly, but it must describe a jacked fighter. Or maybe he's an actual dragon growing horns. Nah, just kidding. New talents just keep emerging.
心而动。五行相生，分时化日。小心烫伤！决战的时刻到了！我的温度以此烈火，战如不断。捉迷藏开始了，去吧，希尔，去守护我们的约定。审判的时刻到了，变剑，我死了。小心烫伤！